Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy,
And I'm Ryan Zelinsky.
and today the Cubs lose another snooze fest of a game. The bats are dead. They lose 5-0 to the Cardinals. A guy that I probably never heard of coming into this game, Michael McGreevy, just threw I think 6 scoreless innings against the Cubs. One of the best offenses in the league. It just terrible. They're letting down their fans and playing some of the worst baseball in the most meaningful times.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been an absolute joke to watch. Like, my dad even said it the other day. He was like, I mean, this is what I've been living through my entire life. They play good, just a bunch of Cubs collapses. Like it's the annual collapse, right? I mean, they're not playing good ball anymore. Like they probably thought that these bats were never going to cool down. That's not realistic. These bats have cooled down significantly, though. It's not just a small little slump. Everyone slumps in baseball, but I think, all what is it, 12, 13, 14 batters are just slumping right now, and they just can't, they can't scrounge up any type of clutch hitting anymore.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you get a spark in Milwaukee, Ballesteros, 3-run double. I mean, maybe that swing changes the trajectory of your season, and you calm down the next day. Like, how dumb are you? You have a young kid up. He gives you a spark, and you're just gonna call him down. Like, I don't care that Reese McGuire is veteran and he's a good catcher. Let Moises catch one every 4 out of days, and then maybe let him DH a couple days. He's one of the best bats in the league, not in the league, but in the prospect pool. He's got a beautiful left hand swing. He has power, and it's not like he's a terrible catcher. He's thrown guys out before. He's not that bad. I don't know why Moises Ballesteros is not on this roster right now. You need a spark. You need a young kid to come up and just start hitting bombs. That's what you need right now. I mean, Christopher Morel, I know you're bad a couple years ago. He comes up, gives the team a spark. They finished the year strong. We've seen sparks. PCA comes up, gives the team a spark. You need a spark. You got one from Moises Ballesteros, and then you send him down. Just garbage. This team doesn't want to win right now. They don't want to let the young kids play. They're going to let these veterans who do jack just play. This is garbage. This is absolutely terrible on the management in every perspective right now. They need a spark. They get one and then they just let go. It's awful. And now they're losing. They're 4-4 against a bad Cardinals team. This Cardinals team is terrible. They are not legit. Their starting pitching is awful. And you're 4-4 versus them in the year. They're just garbage. I'm at a loss of words for this management and this team right now.
I mean, let me ask you this. So, yeah, like, I mean, you need a spark, right? And a great point. When Christopher Morel came up, they finished like 15 games above 500 after they were like 30 below. They then
I wouldn't
finished
say
like,
15 games below 500.
or they were, no, they were, no, not their finishing record. I mean, like the stretch.
The stretch, yeah, they had a really good
Yeah,
stretch.
they
They
were
called
like,
up Morel. They called
yep.
up all the young kids. I know they're not young. They call up Schwindel, Ortega, Wisdom. Those guys give them a spark. They hustle. They play hard. They hit home runs. I mean, name a guy on the Cubs right now that would slide head first in to first base, beat that throw out when you're not a very fast guy for a walk-off W. Name a guy that would hit a walk-off grand
Reese.
slam, show heart, like just unreal. Those guys gave
Yep.
sparks. We've gotten sparks in the past. You could say Palencia and PCA early in the year, but they need a spark. They got one. They just call him down. It's garbage. And the big thing is Owen Casey. You could have traded him. It's that easy. Yeah, go trade Owen Casey and you get your franchise ace, but then you're going to hold on to him and keep him in Iowa for another year when he's been hitting over 280 for 2 years in Iowa.
Yeah, it's so yeah, what I meant was like they had a really bad stretch. They were like 20 games below 500, and then from like late August to the rest of the season, they played really good ball and were like they went like we'll say like 20-10 or something like that. But I want to ask you a question. This is a terrible way to manage a team, but it really seems as if they're not playing to win, they're playing to not lose. Like they're just kind of
100%.
throwing like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't have said that better, honestly, because that's exactly what the trade deadline was. Yeah, we'll get a couple average guys. I mean, we're not going to go all in. It's Kyle Tucker's only year in a Cubs uniform. He's one of the best players in the league. I don't care if he's slumping right now. He's still in the MVP conversations, and Kyle Tucker's a dog. I don't care that he's in the slump right now. Kyle Tucker's a stud. You get him for 1 year. You trade your future third baseman who's having a hell of a year right now. You trade another third baseman who is an all-star and could have impacted this team majorly and would have been, no offense to Matt Shaw, a huge upgrade for Matt Shaw. You would have had third base figured out. Matt Shaw, I mean, Paredes probably would have had 30 bombs right now for the Cubs, and you don't have to get a third baseman. You also trade Wisniewski. I know that's kind of a bottom piece, but he could have been, instead of Ben Brown starting some of those games, it could have been Wisniewski. Turn those L's into W's.
Who,
So I
yeah,
mean,
he actually started like when he was starting. They played pretty well in the back half of the year. So you know that could have carried over. But yeah, it really seems like they're just being conservative. They're not going all in. They're not trying to win a ring. They're just more trying not to collapse. And look what's happening.
you should try and win a win. You've try and win a ring. You've 1 year with Kyle Tucker. 1 year. One of the best players in the league, and you're gonna do nothing. Like, come on, man. That's garbage. I don't care who you have to give up. I don't care if you're not good for a year or two in the future. Go and try and win it all. The ring is what you play for, and if you're just gonna do jack, like, it's unreal. Just stop paying my money for stuff like this, going to games, buying all that expensive stuff in the stadium if you're not going to use it and get some guys. It's terrible. And the thing with Owen Casey, you could have traded Owen Casey. Could have traded Mo Baller. You could have traded any of these guys. Nope, we're going to keep every single one of our prospects, including all of our outfield prospects. We traded an infield prospect and a 27-year-old prospect who has been in AAA for the past 5 years. So we're not going to trade a legit outfield prospect. So we still have all these outfielders. I get Kyle Tucker's off the books, but that's one spot. It's not like you're opening up the outfield. You're not going to trade anyone for a legit guy, and then you're going to leave Owen Casey in AAA. If Owen Casey if he's still a Cub, he should be in the major leagues. His bat is ready. He's an above average defender. He has good speed. There's no reason why him and Mo Baller aren't in the league right now.
Yeah, I just don't understand why a guy like Mo Baller or Owen Casey isn't, on the big league squad right now, or even both of them. It just makes no sense. And yeah, like I said, it seems like they're being conservative, trying not to collapse. And look what's happening.
They don't
Um,
want to win. They
they
don't.
don't. And again, we've talked about this so many times. We're gonna sound like a broken record. They just want 83 wins, keep fans in the ballpark till the end, get paid all the money, and then maybe they get swept in the wild card series. Maybe they miss the playoffs.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't understand it. Like, yeah, we're just gonna be completely average every year. That, like, go for it, man. Stop being so conservative. Stop being like a baby. Go grow a pair of balls and make some moves.
Yeah, it just
Like,
makes no sense.
yeah, we're gonna make average moves. Trade our 10th or prospects like 10 through 20. Like, nothing big, but we're not gonna call any of those guys up. Like, let the kids play. You need a spark right now. Like, some of these guys are doing jack for you. Like, let the kids play. Get a spark.
Yeah, it makes no sense. All right, well, we'll get into the
Before
recap
that,
here.
shout out to Mark's Card Shop. Thank you for sponsoring today's show. Go check them out at markscardshop.com.
So the Cardinals win this one 5-0. They improve to 59-58. The Cubs drop this one and drop to 66-49. The Cubs now 5 games back of Milwaukee in the division after that crazy ending out in Milwaukee. The Mets blew a 2-0 lead, and then the tying run coming around to score a gun down from center field to win the game. So, top of the first, McGreevy pitching to Michael Bush. First pitch of the game, four-seamer up in the zone. Bush flies out to left center. Suzuki grounds out to second. Kyle Tucker base hit. So I'm like, all right, let's go here. He's back. That he needed the day off. He's gonna get back to his old ways. Were you thinking the same? Kind of thinking, I don't know here.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. I mean, he smoked a pitch that he should smoke, that he hasn't been as of late. Like, he's been getting a lot of fastballs over the heart of the plate, and he does what he should do. He smokes a ball 106 miles an hour. I'm like, all right, Tuck's back. Kind of like what Suzuki did. He needed an off day, and now he's back.
Yeah. So then Ian Happ on a 2-2 count swings through a 93-mile-an-hour fastball that was right through the heart of the plate.
Before you go into this, just next part, I need to say something. This 1 through 3 has been terrible. These are three guys that should be some of the best hitters. Like, Michael Bush should have been an all star, but he hasn't been playing like he has right now. In his last In his last 7 games, he's hitting zero. Listen to this. Take a guess what Michael Busch is hitting in his last 7 games.
185.
He's hitting 0.95 in his last 7 games, and he has a
Oh,
total of 2 hits. Two,
oh, that's awful.
just 2 hits, and he has, even though he's had 7 strikeouts, like he's striking out 1/3 of his at bats. Take a guess what he's hitting in his last 15 games.
So that's 50. What was the 0.95 in the last how many games?
7,
I'll go back to 180.
137.
Jesus.
He has been killing this team. I don't know why he is still hitting in the leadoff spot. It should be Nico Horner. Nico Horner has been on fire as of late. He's clutch. He's been hitting 308 in his last 7 games. He's been hitting 339 in his last 15 games and 297 in his last 30 games. Why is Nico Horner not hitting leadoff versus lefties and righties? That it makes no sense to me. Nico's been the best hitter on this team as of late, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean the whole Bush versus righties, Horner versus lefties thing. I mean it made sense, when it just happened, but I think it's time to just solidify your leadoff hitter. Nico Horner, I mean, deserves that. The stats prove that.
Yeah, and it's not like these 3 guys are younger guys. Like they're besides Bush, Seo, Tucker, Hap, like all experienced guys, and they need to wake up. You can't just be like, "Hey, let's go." Like you got to be like, "No, we're paying you good money. You're a veteran. Wake up."
Yeah, it's brutal. So the bottom of the first, Matthew Boyd pitching for the Cubs. Donovan strikes out, Herrera strikes out, Contreras lines out, quick inning for Boyd. Top of the second, Carson Kelly 1 out single, Nico Horner 2 out single, Dansby line out to right. Again, this one's hit pretty deep. First pitch. Would you like to see him working at bat there? Were you okay with him lashing at the first pitch?
I'm fine with that. It was a good ball. I mean, it was the pitch that Dansby likes. Dansby hits best when he takes the ball opposite field. He did that. It was a good hit ball, just right to him. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Alec Burleson singles to lead off the inning, Mason Wynn doubles second and third with nobody out. Walker then reaches on an infield single. I believe it was called an out, and then they challenged it and called him safe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so or that might have been the JC one. I don't know. One of them was challenged. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, so an infield
It was
single
the
brings in.
Sarvisi's one.
Oh, okay. So so Walker reaches on an infield single, makes it 1-0. Then JC reaches on an infield single, putting Walker to second. Still 1-0. Pages strikes out Hampson, then grounds into a inning-ending double play. Boyd goes to Kelly. Kelly goes to Bush. I mean, it fired me up. I mean, bases loaded, nobody out, and then he was able to work that and make it or just make it out of the inning with only that one run. I mean, that could turn into a big momentum getter because when you could have had been down 4 or 5-0, you're only down 1-0. I mean, it's not obviously he got out of the jam with no harm, but the bases were loaded with nobody out, and he was able to not give up anything further. So what did you think? I mean, were you obviously you were fired up, as was I, but did you think that they would kind of use that as fuel and jump out to a lead?
I did, and here's the thing about the Sagisi thing. It wows me how Matthew Boyd can throw 93-mile-an-hour darts to home plate, but he can't throw a ball to first base. Like
I
that
mean,
was
John Lester had the
heartbreaking.
same problem.
Yeah, he did, but he is such a good pickoff move. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just pitchers are weird.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean that's huge for Matthew Boyd to get out of it. If not, then you kind of know you lost the game in the second inning, but that should have gave this team a spark, what they needed. And he did that, and you got some of your guys coming up. You got top of the order after that, and they need to wake up, and you got your 3 guys coming up, but they do not respond to the bell.
Yeah, so Michael Bush flies out, Sale flies out, Tucker lines out. Bottom of the third, Cardinals go down 1-2-3. Top of the fourth, Ian Happ singles, then goes to second on a balk. Then PCA grounds out to second. Completely okay with this though. Completely okay with this ground ball. uh, to the right side, gets Hap to third. It was honestly hit pretty soft. I was like, maybe he could run this out, but yeah. So he gets Hap to second, or gets Hap to third. Sorry, uh, runner on third, with one out, and I believe this is just poor, poor coaching here. Carson Kelly a rocket to third, and Ian Happ runs home. There is no reason why Ian Happ should have been running home on this play. It was an absolute rocket to third, and JD was saying it looked like they had like a contact play, like anything on the ground, you go, why? Like
102 off the bat.
yeah, 102 of that. It was a rocket. I mean, literally, the throw got to home before Hap like was halfway down the line. There was absolutely. I mean, Hap should have froze, looked at he fielded it, gone back to third, made him throw Kelly out at first, because then all you need is a base hit. Obviously, you didn't get it, but you just need a base hit. Maybe even a wild pitch, something scores the run. No reason why Hap should have been going home, but they throw him out there, and then Whitley Castro pops out to shortstop. It was in shallow left field.
Another guy who needs to wake up. He's hitting 167 as a Cub right now with a 250 slugging. I get he had a nice game or two, but he needs to wake up. We traded some big pitching prospects for him. Ryan Gallagher's a stud. He needs to wake up and help this team out. Because I get he's been good defensively, but at the plate he's been brutal to watch. Another guy who's been slumping, and every time he's up, you kind of think it's an out.
Yeah, I agree. Early first, 3, 4 games, he was hitting really well, and then he's just nosedived. In the bottom of the fourth, Burleson with a leadoff single. Nothing after that for the Cardinals. Top of the fifth, Nico Hornwell. Another thing I want to point out, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but it was like 6 times that the Cubs had the leadoff man on. 3 times first and second with nobody out, and then either like 5 or 6 times with the leadoff man on, and they didn't score one run tonight.
Two, three, got four. 4 innings.
4 innings with the leadoff man on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's less than 6, but like that is. And then in the other innings, I mean, they had guys on. Like there weren't. It's not like they went 1, 2, 3 every inning. It's just unbelievable how they couldn't just like I don't even know. Like how do you not score one run? 3 times first and second, nobody out. 4 times, an extra time the leadoff man was on. It's insane. So yeah, so in the top of the fifth, Nico leadoff walk, Dansby singles to right, first and second, nobody out. Michael Busch strikes out swinging. I mean, you can't really strike out there, but I'd rather strike out than a hard ground ball for a double play. Saya pops out to second. Tucker flies out. Just Saya can't do that. And then the bottom of the fifth inning.
Before that, Michael Bush, no discipline. You're swinging at a changeup in the other batter's box. That's garbage, man. You got to take that pitch. You work a full count. You get a walk, load the bases with no outs, or you get a pitch and you drive it. That's garbage from Michael Bush there. And Seiya Suzuki gets a fastball right down the middle where he likes it. This was a sinker in. Seiya Suzuki typically likes it, and on the hands he drives it and he pops it up. That's inexcusable from Seiya
I'm
Suzuki.
3-1
That ball
too.
needs
I'm
to be
3-1.
hard hit. That's a pitch that Sale loves, and that ball needs to be into the gap or over the stands.
Yeah, I mean, with Michael Bush, it was a changeup from a righty, so it was moving, you know, here it's like away from him.
It's
So
still inexcusable. You got to
no,
have good
yeah,
plate discipline, especially as a leadoff man. Like you
yeah.
can't be striking out like you're Javi Baez in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, like the thing is, it's like it was very like agreed. It was not at all close, but like if it was close, I give him a little bit of a break, because it probably did start in the like my guess is he was selling out heater, started maybe close to the strike zone, and then just dipped away. But I mean, that's inexcusable.
100%. Those two guys need to be better.
Yeah. So bottom of the fifth, Pages reaches on an infield single. Hampson hits a sac bunt. Donovan hits a sac bunt. So Hampson goes to second, Pages goes to third, because I believe this is where,
Hampson was first on, was safe on his bunt, but they labeled it a sack bunt.
yeah, because they threw it into center, right? This is where Bush threw it into center. Yeah,
Here's the thing, though. Brennan Donovan is an all-star. He's hitting 278, and you're bunting with him. That's what you should be doing. Small ball.
yeah.
When you
When
need
you
runs, you use small ball. And
the
then they
problem,
get 2 runs from this, too.
yeah, we won't get deep into it now because we are actually going to get into this later in the show. But when you can't score runs, small ball is the perfect way to break out of big slumps. because you score runs consistently with bunting and stealing and stuff.
What do they
So
do in the Orioles game? Lead off double. Or it was to air, but Kyle Tucker lays down a bunt, Suzuki sac fly. 1-0.
exactly.
And you've scored 5 runs to before that game.
Yep.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So yeah. So Herrera then hits a sac fly, scoring Pages 2-0. Contreras hits a two-strike single to make it 3-0. Top of the sixth, Hap hits one, tough spot in the infield, reaches on an infield single. PCA flies out. Kelly strikes out looking. Willie Castro grounds out. They strand a leadoff guy again. Bottom of the sixth inning, this is kind of where it got away. Burleson strikes out. Mason Wynn strikes out. Then Walker, an absolute pimp job. 434 feet to left field. So this ball was long gone. I mean, as soon as it left his bat, I just put my head down. I knew it was way gone. And then to JC doubles, Pages singles, 5-0. Did you think it was over?
Yeah, this offense being so bad, I knew it was over. I didn't think I knew because this offense is terrible.
Yeah, like earlier in the year, I mean, I don't think I'd be out 5-0 in the sixth inning. I'd be like, all right, we've been bad, but we still got this, right? I think even 3-0 in this spot, and I wouldn't be at all confident. Top of the seventh, Cubs go 1-2-3. Bottom of the seventh, Contreras 2-out walk. And then um, Burleson reaches on an infield single. Contreras was hit by the ball um, at second, so he was ruled out. Top of the eighth, Seiya leadoff single. Tucker gets hit by a pitch. It was Romero's first pitch. Here you go, right? Last gasp. Top of the eighth inning. It is first and second, nobody out. Ian Happ coming up. 2-0, right? At this point, I'm taking till two strikes because he can't find the zone, right? Strike looking, it was a sinker. It was actually a really good ball. 2-1 count, takes a changeup outside the zone. 3-1 count, then takes the sinker, right? 3-2. This was actually very close to being ball four, so it was another really good take from Ian Happ. Full count. You cannot swing at ball four. And
Here's my
what did
thing
he
with
do?
that though, because it was basically the same calls that pitch before. It was pretty much the same thing, so I see what he was doing there. It was probably he was gonna get rung up on strike three there.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that the ump did have actually a really big zone tonight. So what K Zone said it was not in the zone, but he probably would have got rung up just because of the movement of the pitch. I mean, the slider was going, left to right, so it would have looked like it was in the zone. So he probably would have got rung up, but it was just so annoying to see the ball not in the zone and swinging at strike three. I feel like Hap could have drove this pitch, but
Oppo.
yeah, go Oppo, score a run here, get the line moving. PCA, not gonna lie, off the bat, thought this was out. I'm not gonna lie. It looked gone. It was, I believe, right in front of the track or to the track, but it looked gone. It was 0-2. He looked at strike one, fouled off strike two, another foul ball, and then a slider low in the zone. He got it pretty good. He just missed it. Gets Seiya to um, say at a third. So first and third, 2 out. Carson Kelly needs to come through here. 2-0 pitch. I'm still looking to take till two strikes. He doesn't. He goes after a 2-0 pitch. It was in a good spot, but he just hit it. I mean, it was good ball. It
He
was a
hit it
good ball.
108 off the bat. I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yeah, it was a really, really good ball. It was just hit right at him. I mean, there's nothing you can really do. And yeah, this was, when it was kind of over for me. I mean, it's not like had much confidence with 2 outs and two on, but with 2 out, nobody out, I was like, all right, like maybe. But in the bottom of the eighth, Mason Wynn leadoff single, then Walker singles two, so JC grounds into a fielder's choice. They throw out Mason Wynn at home. Hayes flies out. Hampson pops out. Top of the ninth, Willie Castro lines out. Nico Horner grounds out. Dansby Swanson grounds out to second. Again, the final score 5-0 Cardinals. They win this one. Domination top to bottom. Pitching, hitting, they beat them in all aspects. So now we'll get into the Cubs pitching real quick. Matthew Boyd gets the loss. I mean, you look at the stat line: 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts. He's at a 2.45 ERA now. You can complain about the Matthew Boyd start all you want. He did enough. I mean, he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. Here's the thing, though. If he would have gave up 1 run, it wouldn't have been enough. So, you can't win games if you don't score runs. And then Ryan Brazier comes in for him. For 1 inning, he gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, all earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 22 pitches. He had a 3.91 ERA. And I don't know if I mentioned Matthew Boyd threw 92 pitches. Nate Pearson comes in just for the garbage innings again. I think that he should go down when JMO comes up. But yeah, he threw 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, a walk, no strikeouts. He threw 40 pitches. His ERA is now 9.20. Any thoughts on the Cubs pitching?
Not bad at all. I mean, Brazier got kind of hit hard with 2 outs, but besides that, nothing terrible. Like, if you're not going to score, then what's the point even?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're completely right. Again, if Matthew Boyd went eight innings of 1 run baseball, it wouldn't have been enough. So, I'm not gonna complain at all about pitch. Like a day where you get shut out, I'm never gonna complain about the pitching. So for player of the game, I mean, I'd probably have to go Alec Burleson 3 for 4. You could go with Walker too for he had 2 RBI.
Yeah, I was going to go with Walker. He hit the home run and he went 3 for 4 as well.
Yeah.
Some nice
Um,
plays in the field, too.
yeah, he had a good day today. So, final thoughts on this one?
Complete domination. I hope the Cubs don't get embarrassed on national television 2 days in a row, but I won't be surprised if they get swept in this series.
Yeah, I mean, you got Fox tomorrow, ESPN on Sunday. They either win big or they get embarrassed on national TV. So, I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Hopefully, we can win, but I'm not expecting much.
No, neither am I. I mean, you have your ace pitching and you're not going to do anything and respond. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. If you're gonna get shut out on on a day where McGreevy's pitching, I mean, I don't think they can hit Sonny Gray on Sunday Night Baseball, and I'm not exactly sure who's pitching tomorrow. We'll get into that. If you know off the top,
Gray versus Palante.
who's pitching for them? Oh,
Andre
Palante.
Palante.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad pitcher either, so who
He's
knows?
1-5 in his last 7 games, though. So
That's well, this offense has been pretty terrible too. So
yeah, I know.
trash versus trash. Um, So, I want to ask you a couple questions here. So, Craig Counsell has switched up, a lot in the lineup, a fair amount in the lineup, um, since this slump has kind of started, and there's been no results. So, do you have any thoughts about what he's been doing wrong, or like where do you go from here?
I think he has to start using small ball more, man. I mean, like you got runners on first and second. Why not lay down a bunt with Michael Bush? Like with anyone really. Like as long as it's not Tucker Suzuki, I'm laying down a bunt with any player on this team. And then my next thing is on the management. You got to call some new guys up, get some sparks in this lineup. Like you call up Moises for a game, he hits a swing that I'm gonna keep repeating it because like even Alex Cohen was saying like if he can really figure out his defense, he's going to be an all-star for a long time. Like this kid is really, really good, and he gives you one of the biggest swings of the year, and you're just going to call him down. Like even Owen Casey's been raking. Like you got to get a spark. Someone should meet you, and I mean, Miguel Amaya could be a spark. Honestly, like you need someone to be a spark. You need to start using small ball. My last thing is you got to start stealing bags. I mean, where's the Cubs team that runs over every team's catcher? Like I remember when the Cubs last year, they would just run all over the bases. Like, oh, Nico Horner on first. All right, he's on second. Double.
That's when we saw the best version of the Cubs offense this year, like
Yeah, when they're
earlier
stealing
in the year.
bags. They need to start stealing bags, bunting, and get a spark. Those are my 3 keys if I'm Craig Counsell. I don't think he's been doing a bad job. He's been putting a good game plan in place, but there's been no execution. These guys got to start showing up for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in a football game when, in like the first half, right? You're just running the football, running it down their throat. And then the second half, you just start airing the ball out and it's not working. Like they're just going away from what's working for no reason at all.
Yeah, you got to stick to the small ball and start sealing some bags because there's a lot of guys that can run on this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Billy
7 out of the
Castro,
9.
Matt Shaw,
Yeah.
Nico Horner, Dansby Swanson, Kyle Tucker,
Ian
Seiya
Happ, Ian
Suzuki,
Happ can even
and
run.
Happ. I mean, PCA, we didn't even talk about him. The only guys you can't release, I mean, John Birdie. The three guys you can't steal, Maurice McGuire, Carson Kelly, JT. Everyone else should be having field days.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily steal Michael Bush, but he could be involved in a hit and run, something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
something like
yeah,
he. I mean, four guys. Everyone else can run on this team, and you're not stealing.
it makes no
What are you
sense.
doing?
So yeah, so my next question was, why are they not using small ball anymore?
I don't. You tell me, man. It makes no
Yeah,
sense. I think they're just trying to rely on the long ball, and they're not hitting enough of them. I mean, what you got? Suzuki, PCA, Tucker combined for 5 home runs since the All Star break. Matt Shaw has five himself, and I don't know why you're taking him out of the lineup. He's your hottest bat right now, and you're giving him an off day. Like Willie Castro has done jack for this team, and you're gonna reward him for playing every day. Like let Matt Shaw play third base. He's been playing really well as of late. You got to build off that. That was the whole thing why you didn't trade for Suarez. You're going to let Matt Shaw ride it out.
yeah. I mean, so yeah, like they're slumping right now. I mean, this is like the worst. Like everybody's slumping. The thing is, these are the type of games when your offense just can't do anything. You have to just grind wins, right? These are the game you have to start winning 2-1, 1-0. You know, three to one, 2 to like those type of games. The perfect way to get out of slumps is by like leadoff walk, bunt, sack fly, base hit, something like that.
The Cubs are 12 and 32 when they have three or fewer runs in games. They were 0 for 9 tonight with runners in scoring position. Out of their 7 hits, they had no extra base hits. This isn't like a young team. They got to start hitting. And I mean, 12 and 32 in 3 run fewer games. Like, I don't think they're going to be very well in the playoffs if they keep that pattern up.
Yeah, I mean, me and my dad were having a discussion about like old time baseball. Like when you have either a leadoff double or first and second with nobody out, there is zero excuse why a run should not come home. Because guess what it should be? Bunt, second and third, either sack bunt or sack fly. There you go. One run. Like if they would have just scored every time they had just scored one run every time they had first and second with nobody out, this game is completely different. I know that would have only been 3 runs, but you pitch differently. Like there's just so many factors that go into, if it would have been it would have been 3-3 at the time, or no, it would have been 3-2, 3-2. But you're still pitching it differently. Um, and yeah, I think the way again like that the 12 and 32 when you score 3 or fewer, they're gonna have to make that number go from 12 to like 18 because these are the type of days when you can't hit where you're gonna have to start winning 2-0, 2-1, 1-0 games like they did against Baltimore because you can't hit, so you're just gonna have to start bunting, stealing, hit and runs, a bunch of that stuff, and just win a bunch of 2-0, 3-0 games.
It's how you win ball games by small ball, man. I mean, look at it. Just I don't care who's up on his team. You saw Kyle Tucker lay down a bunt versus the Orioles. If Kyle Tucker can bunt, so can anyone.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. There you go. Like, I guess like you don't even go away from the ball with Kyle Tucker at the plate. Like, if Kyle Tucker's up in a situation like that, why not lay down a bunt? Um. So we will get into tomorrow's preview here. So it'll be 6:15 on Fox, another national TV game for the Cubs. Colin Ray for the Cardinals. Andre Palante. Colin Ray 8-5 with a 4.23 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP. He's thrown 110 and 2/3 of an inning, giving up 117 hits, thrown 79 strikeouts, 29 walks, and 19 homers. Palante 6-8 with a 4.57 ERA with a 1.32 WHIP, so their WHIPs are exactly the same. Palante threw 122 innings exactly, 121 hits, 80 strikeouts, 40 walks, 15 homers. Predictions, keys to the game for tomorrow's ball game.
Um, Keys to the game, you got to get to Palante. I mean, like he's not a very good pitcher. He doesn't throw high velocity. He doesn't have much of a pitch repertoire. There's no reason you shouldn't hit him. Colin Ray needs to go at least 6 innings of 2 run or less baseball. This team needs a really good start. The back end of the bullpen needs to be solid, and they really need to hit and use small ball. My score prediction gave me a 6-2 W.
Boy, scoring 6 runs after getting shut out. I mean, after they have a pretty dreadful game, they usually do come back. I'm going 4-3 St. Louis again. I keep my expectations low so I can never get disappointed. It's what I've
Eh,
learned. It's what I've
gotta
learned as
shoot
a
for the
Chicago
stars.
sports fan.
Gotta shoot for the stars.
I mean, yeah,
And
but it's what I've learned as a Chicago sports fan. You got to keep
here's
your
one thing:
expectations at the absolute base.
every team has gotten booed off the field at some point. The Blackhawks have gotten booed off the ice. Cubs and Sox have definitely gotten booed off the field.
The
The
Bears,
Bears have.
100%.
The Bulls have. Like, it's
Yeah.
just expectation now. Like, hey, we'll go to a game, boo the team off.
I mean, Chicago is a sports
Shoot,
city. Like
let's just
they
start going to
care.
WNBA games. I mean, there's some more entertaining stuff going on there than at a Cubs game.
Yeah, like the green stuff they're throwing on the court. I don't even know what that
Pretty
is.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I mean exactly. Like Chicago, like they care about their team so much, and it sucks that the front office doesn't. I mean, so Anthony Rizzo was on Glory Days, Johnny Manziel's
Johnny Manziel's
podcast.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that today, and it was a really good episode. Everybody should go watch that. Anthony Rizzo said in 2016 they were a really good team, brought Chapman in, and they were like, dude, no one's gonna beat us. Other years, he said they were really good. The front office really didn't do much, and he said, like the front office can really, like that will send a message that like, all right, we believe in you. If you get a big guy like Chapman, like they did in 16, but he said, when you don't make that move, it's like, what? Well, what are we doing? Um, and I have a feeling that that's kind of what's going on right now in the clubhouse. I hope that it's not, but again, like hearing that from a guy who spent his glory days in the pinstripes, like the blue, the cubby blue, not the Yankee pinstripes. That says like, oh boy, like it does really take a toll on the team if the front office shows they don't care. And again, like it sucks to see.
Yeah, like if you're gonna bring in big guys, like okay, we got this. Like, oh, we just got Joe Ryan, we got Eugenio Suarez, we got another bench bat and two solid arms. Like, okay, we're in this to win it. We're World Series contenders, but oh, we're not gonna bring in another bat. Like, all right, we're if the front office doesn't believe in us, then who should?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's really what probably shows the team.
My last thing, we got a big announcement. We're becoming a Chicago Sky podcast.
Yeah, yeah. We're now the skyline instead of the Cubs line.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a look around the MLB.
Yeah, so the White Sox got killed by the Guardians tonight in the series opener, 9-5. The Guardians set the tone early, scored 5 runs in the first inning, including a CJ Caftis bases clearing double. The Pirates beat the Reds 3-2 on the Apple TV game. Brian Reynolds hit the go-ahead triple. Chase Burns struck out 10 though in 6. I mean, can this guy stop striking everyone out? Like I'm dreading the day the Cubs have to face him and that he strikes out 15 against us.
I know, because if it's how this offense has been performing, I think he might be up there with Kerry Wood and throw
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I know. The Orioles beat the Athletics 3-2. Adley Rutschman and Ryan Mountcastle hit back-to-back home runs in their W. Yuki Sagando went 7 strong innings for the W. The Astros beat the Yankees 5-3 in extra innings on the Apple TV game. Carlos Correa hit the go-ahead RBI singles. He's been red hot ever since returning back in an Astros uniform. Some other key moments: Taylor Trammell hit a 2-run homer. Altuve with a 2-run homer. And Devin Williams blew another game. He's been on a terrible stretch, and this Yankees bullpen has really been suffering as of late. Even though they acquired 3 legit guys, the bullpen's been losing them a lot of games. The Tigers beat the Angels 3-5 or 6-5. Matt Verling hit the go-ahead 3-run home run for his first home run on the year. Kyle Finnegan came in for the save. The Marlins beat the Braves 5-1. Hebert Hernandez hit a 2 home run game, his sixth and seventh home runs on the year. The Phillies beat the Rangers 9-1. Trey Turner hit a 3-run shot. Brandon Marsh homered, and he had 4 hits on the night, including another Chris Sanchez W. He's been red hot as of late. The Twins beat the Royals 9-4. Matt Wallner with a solo shot and Cody Clemens with the 2-run homer. Joe Ryan shoved. The Brewers beat the Mets 3-2. So, last pitch of the game, right? McGill pitches it, right? So, I'm pulling up right now.
So stupid. I hate the Brewers.
2 outs. Starling Marte hits a double. This ball is smoked, almost got out. 2-strike hitting. The McNeil puts a ball up the middle. Um, gets thrown.
It
Then
was a little floater. It was just a little floater.
yeah, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so it was just a little float. I mean, there was no excuse it was Marte on second, right?
Hmm.
There's no excuse why.
Every day it's the same fucking thing. No heart, no grit, no fight, nothing. Dumb plays, dumb coaching, and bad at bat after bad at bat after bad at bat. One mega bust Soto. Mega.
So that's pretty much the recap from the game and how
Yeah,
we
that's. I
played.
mean, if you were a Met fan, that is your exact reaction. So yeah, again, there's no excuse why Marte should not have scored. It was a just a
Weak hit
hanger
ball.
that's it sat up there float. I mean, listen, it was a good throw.
74. 74 miles an hour off the bat, little blooper. You're fast. Go home. I don't know how
Oh,
you
I
don't
know.
score there.
Seriously, 74 off the bat. That thing literally went up and like just I don't even know how he didn't score standing up. Um, but yeah, he got thrown out. I mean, it wasn't even close. Like he got gunned.
Yeah,
Brewers win this one. I mean, the Mets had a 2-0 lead and blew it. So like it's they
nothing.
could have just won the game 2-1 or whatever. But you got to score more. I think they scored the 2 runs in like the second inning. So, but yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Like we need the Brewers to lose.
They
Stop
haven't been.
winning. They're like 46-16 in their last 62 games or whatever. It's unbelievable. They're at if this was
They're
like how
about
they
to 30 games over 500.
if this was how they started the year, like if they started 46-16, it is a 122 win pace. Think about that. That is insane.
Yeah, just can they lose a game, please? Like the Mets, you've Kodai saying on the bump, but Woodruff shoves. So the D-backs beat the Rockies 6-1. Corbin Carroll with the 2-run shot, and Blaze Alexander hit a bases clearing double. The Red Sox continue to stay hot and beat the Padres 10-2. Walker Buehler shoved Willie Abreu with a 2-run shot, Masataka Yoshida with a 2-run shot, and Connor Wong with the 3-run double. The Mariners beat the Rays 3-2. Cal Raleigh hit the go-ahead 3-run shot for his 43rd homer on the year, and that's all it took for the W. The Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 5-1. Clayton Kershaw is the first pitcher in history to beat Max Scherzer 3 times. So two of the all-time greats went at it for their last probably game, and he went 6 innings of 1-run baseball. So one of the last times to go at it, and Kershaw owned Scherzer. That's about it. The Giants beat the Nationals 5-0. Giants just complete domination in that game. 10 hits to 4 hits. So now we'll play MLB Pickle Round. Give me a player.
Ian Happ, he had a good day today.
Yeah, he did have a good day today, actually. He's been playing some good ball as of late. He's in the NL Central, a righty, around 30 years old. I'll go Brandon Woodruff. Woody. Nope. He's a lefty-righty in the NL Central.
Lefty, righty, NL Central. Sal Frelick.
I already guessed Milwaukee. He's not in Milwaukee.
Oh, sorry. Um, Michael Bush, or is he not on the Cubs?
We'll get the team first. I'll go Pedro Pajes. He's on the Cardinals, a lefty-righty, around 30 to 26 years old.
Burleson, right?
Yeah, that's who I would think. Or no, Burleson's a lefty-lefty. All right,
Is he?
relief pitcher, Jojo Romero. And just make sure it's not a relief pitcher. He's 20 years old, but not a reliever.
Starter or no?
I don't know. Who's their first baseman? It's not.
Well, Contreras.
It's not him. Gorman. Let me see if Gorman. No, it's not Nolan Gorman. He's a second baseman though. Oh, Brennan Donovan.
Oh,
Dono. How did we not get that? Brennan
that's
Donovan.
that's on us. That's on us.
Screw Brennan Donovan. Sorry if I lost you there.
Uh,
You there?
your yeah, your video's frozen, but we could hear you good.
All right. Is it working now?
Yep.
All right, all good. All right, first we got White Sox and Tigers. I don't know that one. I don't know these.
Let's do the All-Stars first. So Tigers All-Star.
Javier Baez.
That's a good one. I was gonna go Miggy, but
Twins All-Star Byron Buxton.
Bucks.
Yep. 10-win season on the Nationals, Max Scherzer. 10-win season on the White Sox.
Chris Sale.
Yeah, Sale had to be on it. Yep. 10-win season All-Star.
This really could go anywhere.
Pick and choose.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we can
Clayton
go.
Kershaw.
I'm gonna go.
I want Kirsch. Little Kirsch.
Little Kirsch. Dodger film reference.
Yeah, I love Dodger films.
Robbie Ray.
That's a good one.
So I'm gonna be different.
Sox and Tigers. I'm stuck on that.
Yeah, I don't know why. It seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, in division though, that's the thing.
Nationals and Twins. Did Nelson Cruz ever play for the Nationals? I could be.
I don't think so. No.
All right. Sox and Twins.
Sox Twins.
Well, for Tigers and Nationals, we can go Max Scherzer, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I already did it.
You did.
I already did
I
Scherzer.
think Nelly Cruz played for the Nationals.
What?
I'm gonna guess Nelson Cruz. Yeah, he did.
What?
Yep, I knew it. He played in the tail end of his career. He played for the Nationals.
Well, that's wow. 17%. So that was a popular. Damn, I feel.
Sox and
Whoa.
Twins. Oh my, Jim Tomei.
Oh boy.
Now we just gotta get Sox and Tigers. You have any idea?
I mean,
I think I'm gonna give up on this one.
yeah.
All right. Most popular answer for this was Magilio Ordonez. I'm not getting. I'm sorry. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for tuning into the Cubs Line podcast today. Hopefully, we can recap a better game tomorrow. I sound like a broken record. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ryan Zelinsky.
See you guys in the next episode.